Gistlover. Every Nigerian knows the name. Every Nigerian knows the popular blog. But where is Gistlover now? Well, let me tell you about the rise and fall of Gistlover. First off, who is Gistlover? Gistlover is a faceless, anonymous, popular Instagram blogger who targets celebrities or people of high status and power. Now, the question is why? Blogging wasn't really a thing back then in Nigeria, but with the advance of social media, we had someone like Linda Ikeji who broke the blogging market. Then came Instablog. Instagram started becoming a thing. But Nigerians are the kind of people that like gist, scandals, and online violence. Because then, only celebrities have bigger followers on Instagram, but people know nothing about their private lives. Some of these celebrities misuse their status, money, and fame. Back then, celebrities were like mini gods to Nigerians. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So likely around 2018, a blogger on Instagram with the name Gistlover posted and accused the popular actress of having an affair with a politician. The clickbait that Nigerians love. The news definitely blew up because of the controversy surrounding it. And there were little shred of evidences to back the story up, so people literally believed it. But don't forget, the blogger was anonymous. So if you were Gistlover and you saw the impression and feedback from thousands of Nigerians, what would you do? You will continue, of course. Gistlover started targeting celebrities, exposing their fake lives, promiscuity, sex scandals, and deep secrets. Like Gistlover was digging into their personal lives and exposing secrets, especially in the movie industry. Gistlover was onto almost all the actresses, showing Nigerians most of these actresses are being bankrolled by politicians and the likes. Like Gistlover moved from actresses to influencers, from influencers to musicians, from musicians to politicians. But Nigerians like gist. So this distinguished feature made Nigerians love Gistlover more, gaining Gistlover more followers and popularity among Nigerians. During these times, Tunde Ednut is popular on Instagram, but Tunde doesn't drop scandals. Tunde Ednut has favorites. Tunde Ednut has people he doesn't talk about. All the constant scandals and news gained Gistlover the biggest followers and popularity in Nigeria. Gistlover was literally generating millions of traffic on Instagram, thereby making Gistlover into a mini god for the celebrities. But there was a downside. Most of these celebrities and politicians that were victims of Gistlover started hiring techs and hackers to find Gistlover. They started bringing Gistlover's pages down. Gistlover opened another one, they brought it down. Open another one, they brought it down. Open another one, they still brought it down. Forgetting Gistlover had committed followers that were ready to follow him or her anyway. So literally, Gistlover was like the Nigerian Robin Hood, exposing the secrets of the rich to the poor and middle class. And as a part-time thing, Gistlover was running adverts for Nigerian business owners to help them reach more audience. So Gistlover gets paid, but only in Bitcoin. Gistlover can never be traced. And how do you think Gistlover gets all this information about the celebrities? One of the perks of being a blogger is people will always want to get paid for having information to give out to you. But the funny thing is, the celebrities themselves send their own gist to Gistlover to post. Why? Whenever the female actresses have beef with each other, they send their own gist to Gistlover just to spoil the other person. So most of these personal and deep secrets of the celebrities were exposed by their own celebrity friends. So Gistlover naturally has unlimited access to news and scandals. He or she is usually the first to see a celebrity nude leak. Gistlover had unlimited access to personal information like phone numbers, addresses, voice recordings, video recordings, and all sorts of information. With all this, Gistlover literally had a big influence on Nigerians. Like he or she had a big voice in Nigeria, and he or she could literally lead and control many Nigerians through his or her blog, of course. Now, this is where Gistlover made a very big mistake. At a certain point, Gistlover went on a rampage and was attacking the Nigerian government back to back. But everyone in Nigeria knows not to attack the government. Unfortunately, Gistlover was anonymous and faceless. Gistlover even attacked the governor of Lagos State. Gistlover attacked pastors and churches. So there were already different speculations about who Gistlover really is. But the only mistake and the beginning of Gistlover's downfall was when Mohbad died. Yes, Mohbad is a Nigerian singer who the circumstance surrounding his death was mysterious. Mohbad suddenly blew up in the whole continent after he died and people wanted justice for him. Wait, meanwhile there was an upcoming influencer somewhere in Nigeria who knows the law and understands the law. Well, his name is VDM, Very Dark Man. This Mohbad case was so big, even the government had to step in. But Gistlover did the mistake of chatting with Mohbad's wife, Wunmi, believing Wunmi's story and removing Wunmi as a suspect. Gistlover decided to make Naira Marley, Mohbad's ex-label boss, and Sam Larry the main suspect in the death of Mohbad. But don't forget, as a leader, people will always listen to you and follow your lead and direction. Most people know whenever it involves homicide, the closest people are the first suspects. VDM knows this. He decided to analyze the evidences posted on the internet and dropped his own 2 cents. Meanwhile, Nigeria is a place where men frown against paternity fraud. Mohbad's wife had just given birth. This made some Nigerians to start doubting the paternity of Mohbad's child because of a leaked voice note of Mohbad telling Wunmi she wanted to kill him. This made many Nigerians to place Wunmi as the primary suspect, therefore demanding DNA tests from Wunmi and her child. Now, Gistlover never supported the DNA agenda but rather sympathizes with Wunmi. Gistlover was claiming Naira Marley and Sam Larry were the primary suspects, but some people are having Wunmi as the primary suspect. Gistlover is a leader with a big platform, so these other people also need a leader with a big platform. So that was where VDM came in. Mohbad's death was never meant to be taken lightly. Emotion has to be removed and logic has to be applied. VDM supporters were applying logic, but Gistlover supporters were applying emotions. Gistlover already had a big influence, so a lot of people were against Naira Marley and Sam Larry, placing them as the primary suspects. Now, only a few concerned Nigerians were demanding for DNA tests. This went on and on and on. Gistlover was literally leading an agenda against Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Gistlover desperately wanted them to be arrested and prosecuted for the death of Mohbad. At a certain point, Naira Marley and Sam Larry were arrested, but there was no substantial evidence placing them as the murderer. But before this, VDM saw how the case was going and promised Nigeria Mohbad was never going to get justice with the way Gistlover was directing the whole incident. Like why protest Wunmi? Leave sentiments aside, VDM warned Nigerians, but Gistlover says otherwise. Naira Marley and Sam Larry were released and cleared of their innocence. Other evidences were coming out and pointing to Mohbad's family. Now, most of the Nigerians that were supporting Gistlover into accusing Naira Marley and Sam Larry of killing Mohbad started thinking and coming to their senses and started supporting VDM. Now, more and more Nigerians, male and female, want Wunmi to do the DNA test, but Wunmi refused, with excuses upon excuses. More and more people started seeing Gistlover's bias in the Mohbad case. This Mohbad case was going on for so long that no other news was relevant. But people wanted justice. Every other option has been exhausted. It remains the DNA card, which Wunmi refused. Now, people know if Gistlover had called out Wunmi to do the DNA test, she could have maybe done it. People were actually expecting Gistlover to do that, but Gistlover didn't. Now, people started seeing through the words of VDM that Gistlover had a personal vendetta against Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Now, VDM was getting more followers and people were ready to listen to whatever he has to say. VDM continues to help people the best way he can, and he was calling out celebrities that were oppressing Nigerians. Remember, the same thing Gistlover started with, but in a different way. VDM has a face and he knows the law. But VDM doesn't get paid. He doesn't do ads unlike Gistlover. So VDM appeared to be neutral and this made Nigerians love him more. VDM started jumping on news, fighting for Nigerians and gaining popularity among bloggers. VDM started generating traffic. Gistlover started losing traffic just because of one mistake. To make matters worse, Gistlover and VDM became enemies, but because Mohbad was here to get justice, more Nigerians were supporting VDM. When Gistlover noticed he or she was losing traffic to VDM, Gistlover went offline and was planning his or her biggest comeback. Meanwhile, Mohbad's case remained unsolved till today and Nigerians started moving on. But who were they moving on to? They were moving on to VDM. Why? Remember, Nigerians always like gist and scandals. VDM was different. He doesn't take money from anybody, he can't be controlled, and he knows the law. VDM got involved in a series of events that made him worthy in the eyes of Nigerians. He literally became an activist. He even went to jail. He even went to jail for a couple times. He's the new Robin Hood. But Gistlover, thinking Mohbad case would go quickly, remained in the shadows, planning his or her comeback. Gistlover tried to come back, but the vibe was not there. Gistlover, seeing this, decided to plan a bigger comeback that is going to thrill Nigerians like he or she has been doing in the past. Gistlover then went ahead to drop a list and name of Nigerian celebrities that are gay. Such information would go viral, right? But there was no proof. If you remember, Gistlover used to post with proofs, used to have proofs. But now, people would rather send proofs to VDM. Because VDM is the new thing, he's the new kid on the block. Well, some of Gistlover's committed followers believe the list, but a larger part of Nigerians don't. And if people are not ready to listen to you, there's no reason for you to drop. So now, Gistlover has lost every credibility. Gistlover is no more trending. We hardly hear of Gistlover. Well, I guess Gistlover still posts, but the posts don't go viral. Or they are just posts that doesn't have substance. So maybe Gistlover will still come out in the future. That I don't know. But as at this present moment, Gistlover is not as relevant as he or she was. Oh, how the mighty has fallen. Now you know how it happened. Click the follow button and don't miss my next episode. If you want more analysis on stories like this, don't miss my next episode. Click the follow button now. See you guys later. Click the follow button.